Not entirely sure why this is throwing up the Subnautica intro. That is not right. How are we doing, future Joshua? How are we doing? Okay, let's swap this over. This is going to be really weird. I've never had my... When you stream from Xbox, it gives you 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and then top middle and bottom middle for your webcam placement. I have never done it in the middle before. So this is going to be very strange. Not entirely sure where to look. Hello. I hope you've had a wonderful day today. Quick little thing, because this game, no matter where you put the stuff on the screen, like chat, it's going to be covering something important. Right, I'm just going to load this up and then I'll have a look. But especially if chat is relatively quiet, I can go a whole stream with no one. So the Seri bot announcing when the adverts are, that tends to use up like the whole of the chat allocation on the screen. And in this, like I said, there is so... As soon as we try and do anything, this game is entirely based around menus, right? But I noticed that it tends to be the left third and the right third. The only thing that my face is covering right now is where it says how many troops we have, and it says 676, but it gives you that same information on the top left. We have the gold, we have the fame, I want to say, then I want to say that one is faith. Usually that's a cross, because I've only ever played this game like as either someone here or someone here, or someone here in the tutorial. So that, I'm not entirely sure what our religion is down here. Then there's the family dynasty thing. That's the one that goes up really slowly. And then we have our military strength. So you can see, I'm not sure. I do still have the one, I can swap it back to being on the middle right, if I notice that it's maybe not the best. Okay, I hope you've had a wonderful day if you're just joining. All I've done so far is ramble. You have missed precisely nothing. Assuming I got the title right, and I press save, I am... Last time I played this, I couldn't decide who to play as, and I just figured we'll ask we will ask RN Jesus, and RN Jesus provided, and eventually, after going through several people in England, which is precisely what I didn't want, we came across this chap. This dude down in Mali, and it was really cool being in a completely different part of the world. I am relatively familiar with the goings on in my country during this time period. Anyone that's seen the show Vikings kind of gets it. Or The Last Kingdom, which I thought was better. What I'm going to do, though, I think, is it this it might be this person. We're going to start again, and we're not going to make a custom character. Somewhere there is a actual, like, suggested character here. Down in, I think, is it her? And there's an achievement related. You have to, like, take over Africa as her, I think. But I'm never gonna get the achievements in this game, so yeah, I guess we're gonna start with her. We are in the year 867, and we are. I don't know. See, Dharma, is that the title, like Count? I don't know. We will find out. Do we get a little bit of text? Oh yeah, here we go. See, normally, if we were on the overlay I had before, it would be covering basically from her waist. Actually, there would be chat over her. Then my face would be over her name, Countess of Daura, culture, faith, and difficulty. And then maybe there will be some of the text visible. But I don't know. I need to stop rambling and get started. Culture Hausa, faith Bori. None of this means anything to me, which is really exciting. A symbol of the old ways of the Hausa people. More and more outsiders flock to Hausa land. That's a creative name. The Hausa people of Hausa land. Bringing their strange faiths and cultures. Ooh. Well, that's cool. I kind of feel like Googling who this person is before we start. I mentioned, I think it was last night when I was talking about this game, or maybe the night before. I remember looking up when we started as the dude in Mali. I don't think we're in Mali. We're in, like, Central Africa. I don't know. I looked up Mali, and the thing I remembered was the richest person ever was their emperor in, like, the 13th century, 14th century, something like that. So that's really cool. Objectively, that maybe does not mean they're a good person, though. It's kind of like having the most amount of slaves ever, if you're ancient Egyptian. Oh God, what do they call them? Pharaoh. I knew I'd get there eventually. Right, let me look this person up. So for anyone that isn't familiar with this game, all these people are real. Usually, I've never started this late. I always like starting earlier because then you've got more time to grow and develop. This, I don't remember that being an option last time I played this game. I think maybe they've added as one of the... I think there's 3 more DLCs since I played this game. Maybe it's added that, but that I don't know what the cut-off year is. I don't know. Maybe they extended it. I don't know. Right. So first of all, let's look up Hausa, the Hausa people. One of the largest ethnic and cultural groups in Africa, numbering over 80 million people. They primarily reside in Nigeria. Okay. I do not know anything about Nigeria either. I think it is Nigeria where you go if you want to do a safari, if you're rich. Or that might be Kenya, I'm not sure. The Hausa Kingdoms. Yeah, here we go. A collection of... Okay, crumbs. So I don't know... Mythology. The Last Kabara. Is that her? No. Oh yeah, also known as Majagia. The matriarchal monarchs. Oh my gosh, matriarchal monarchs. Holy shit, well that's something we've definitely never played. That's objectively really cool. Or hang on, let's learn how to pronounce it. Dorama. I'm not gonna try and do the accent that's doing. I think it's Dorama. Like drama, but with a space between the D and the R. Dorama. She was the founding queen grandmother of the Hausa Empire. Her story is partially told in the legend. Oh, so there's a legend involved as well. Ah, they competed with the Mali Empire, which is who, I mean, we weren't the emperor. I don't even think it was unified as a country, let alone an empire. It was just like a random count person. I am very excited because normally I would have some kind of frame of reference. All of this is completely stuff I have never ever heard of. The capital was named after her, that's cool. So I'm getting the impression it's a little bit like Ragnar and the Sons of Ragnar. There's a lot of it is based on historical fact, but there's also legends and mythology intertwined. I guess our equivalent would be King Arthur, probably, but King Arthur's a lot more fictional. Well, I mean, he was a dude. King Arthur was a dude. He just wasn't killing dragons, which admittedly would have been so much cooler. That was a sad day when I learnt that. Hello. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I apologise. Last night the stream died. Just as I was starting to... It's a question about Star Wars. I don't remember what. And I read like the first line, and then the stream died. So I'm kind of pissed off with the Star Wars game now. Yeah, so we are going to start as this person. This is awesome. We're starting as a Countess of Dora. And her name is Dorama. I thought maybe Dorama was like Jarl Heston and Count Eudes. I don't know if Rurikid and Almos Arpad is the same, or if they're their actual names. I think this person's name is Dorama Daura of Daura. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I don't know who we're gonna be up against, or what. I'm thinking there might be some more religion-based stuff. Down here, which will be interesting to learn about. We will see. We will see. Yeah, I can't remember if I said. So I have... Hello. I am sorry, I missed that first. Chat, what's our plan, if you don't mind me asking? I do not have a plan right now. Survival. I am not going into this with a plan. I've played this game very little. I played it years and years ago when I first got Game Pass and there were no DLCs. I did the tutorial here in Ireland, and I think I started as who is now Earl Alfred, who will become King Alfred the Great. And that was it. Then I played it a bit a couple of years ago, and I started here and I was trying to form England. Starting here and then becoming Norman and then becoming English. And then stop playing. And that's what I was trying to do when I started playing this game on stream. And then I didn't play the game for a couple of months, and now I'm back. So I honestly do not have a plan. I don't know. I don't even know. Where are we? Here we go. So I don't know. These things nearby, are they all independent? Yeah, so I guess the first thing is we're going to try and form Hausaland. And I think that's a kingdom. I don't know what that will then become. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to play quite aggressively here, which I am not usually a fan of. I like to take my time. But I think the name of the game here is going to be being the first to get more than our own territory. Because all of these people, they're all just one county individuals. A little bit concerning is this. To our right, we have a high chiefdom. That dude has over 1,000 troops. Well, admittedly, so do we. I did not see that. Yeah, I will probably widen that as well. Yes. Where were we? So we are actually starting with two. The people. I made a custom character when I played this on stream before. And we started here. The suggested one was the Duke of... not him. That dude, maybe? I'm not sure. But I purposely chose this one because there's just a single solitary castle. There's nothing else. No city, no settlement, nothing. So it is as close to starting from nothing, which then, in my mind, makes all the successes that we have feel more satisfying. And it was really cool to say. I mean, we got to the point that we had the dukedom. So going from one castle to a dukedom, that's pretty good. Here we have two. I don't know anything about them. Tribe holding. I don't know what... Also, when I played this before, the Wanderer DLC wasn't out. I am yet to try a game as a Wanderer. I am only playing this on stream, so I'm not practicing or anything. I did not check whether we're on Iron Man mode. We are supposed to be on Iron Man mode, and I don't think we are. No. Well, we haven't actually done anything yet. I'm super excited. I've played as like the daughter of one of our characters. I've never played, though, a society that is matriarchal, that has a matriarchal monarchy. Downright Iron Man. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to start pumping out kids, because the dudes, they can carry on having babies until they're in like their 90s. If you survive that long. I want to say that it's capped here at 45. I'm not sure. And we can only have one at a time. Unless we get... It would be really good if we got like quintuplets. X or something. Unite Africa. I guess that's probably the thing we're going for. In the name of Bori. I don't know who that is. Is that the deity? Oh, crumbs, we got all sorts of stuff. Hold mystical communion. That sounds cool. Seek aid of the spirits. Ooh, spooky. I don't know how it works being tribal rather than feudal. I know how that works. We're not doing that. No player heir, no lifestyle. Right, let's have a look at our stats. So we are a pretty good diplomat. That's what our education is in. We are a wise woman, which apparently in our religion of Bori, venerating the spiritual force that resides in all physical things. The priestesses. The priestesses of this faith serve as intermediaries between mankind and the spirits of the world. Very cool. Don't know what we do with that. We are just. We are honest and we are trusting. So we seem to be a pretty decent person. We actually are, seemingly based on our stats, a pretty good person. Our intrigue is 1. So that combined with the honest, the just, and the... What was the other one? The trusting. We are very much a good egg. I don't know historically if that is true. I just very briefly looked at the Wikipedia page. If we play more as this character and I learn more, then I will do a little bit of research. Just so I'm kind of familiar with all the terms that are used and all that jazz. Station. Okay, so we haven't started the clock yet. Should we do that? I don't know. Tribe and tribe. What does that mean? Cognatic. What does that word mean? I don't know. Designated heir. We can't designate one. And even if we could, there's no one we could designate. I guess our husband. Who actually... Ooh, here we go. So our husband is this dude. A kick-ass soldier. With 4... Ooh, so I'm assuming we have an alliance. Right? We could swear fealty. But I think we'll work better as a power couple. This is different background music than I'm used to. Up here it's all very, I don't want to say jolly. Where? Crumbs, we got lost again. Okay, so we have, I assume, the backup of our husband. I'm assuming that we have an alliance by marriage. So we have, I don't know what military stuff they have around here. Ooh, it would be cool if they had, like, war elephants. I think that's a thing. Little bit concerned that he also has a concubine. That's oh crumbs. So he has 2 concubines and 3 children, none of which belong to us. So they are all going to be in line. Oh, hang on, we do have Barwo, our son. Okay, so we do have an heir then. Or does it have to be a female? Oh, it has to be a female heir, doesn't it? Does it not let us... even in... when we're back over in my neck of the woods, if there's no male heirs, then there's a female heir. Seems here like if it's not a female heir, tough titty, you are toast. Katsina and Daura. Okay, so I'm eyeing up people like that chap, Gadi Garin Gabas. That dude's probably a bit too tough. But this chap, Garin Gabas, I think he might be our first. Do I accept advice? Absolutely, I accept advice. Sahel horsemen. Okay, so we've got some kind of cavalry. Light cavalry. Very cool. And some light foot. Well, it's better than nothing. What do we have here? We have spearmen, bowmen. Ooh, so the Sahel aren't the regular light horsemen. They are 22, 15, 30, 30. Is that not the same? They're more expensive when they're raised. Oh, is it the environment maybe? Counters archers. Oh, counters archers and heavy infantry. Okay, well, two for the price of one. 2 for the price of 1. I do like having some bowmen though. No matter what game we're in, I love a bit of archery. Looking at our council, it's pretty terrible, not gonna lie. We have... Oh, who do we have here? Our half-sister. What's a half-sister? We have 1 parent in common? Is that what that means? I haven't looked actually. I'm assuming... Oh yeah, we just have... Ah, so we have the same mother. Okay. I think that... Does that make her... It makes her our regent. I guess it doesn't make her our heir. Champions, we have... See, that I'm used to this thing being called knights. Now it's called champions. I thought champion was a separate... You hired 1 champion to, like, fight in your place. I'm kind of looking forward to this because I'm assuming that the fact that we're in a matriarchal society, does that mean that all of the roles can be done by women? And that includes the military? Because that is two things that we've never had. Yeah, oh my gosh. This is really cool. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't have anyone good. That dude, why is he our spy master? That dude is a born marshal. That dude looks like a pretty good sneaky sneak. What about, that's arguably the most important. Yes. Half. Oh, crumbs. I think we have two candidates for the spy master. Shall we search by the stat? So that person will probably end up being our steward, I would guess. So we'll go you for the spy master. We're gonna go Yuma as our money minister. Marshall is going to be the dude that was... Ooh, actually, that's also a very good diplomat. What about our half-sister? Where's our half-sister? Where's our half... Oh. I mean, I think Marshall's more important, so I'd rather have a good Marshall. Yeah. Oh, we can... Oh, crumbs. Well, our half-sister's going to be pissed, but... Oh, shit. Should we leave her here? Our half-sister. We should probably look out for her, right? A little bit of nepotism. One major thing that I need to watch out for this character. Ooh. Well, when I played this game on stream before, they had introduced the Black Plague. So we kept having to go into quarantine. That took me by surprise. I'm a little bit concerned that somebody is going to kind of sweep through here. All it takes is somebody like the King of Ghana, or crumbs, it could be like someone from up here. It could be the Byzantines. It could be people could start trying to colonize. I don't know. I have a very bad feeling, I have to say. I am not super optimistic. Right, we're going to get you. We're going to need some good military folk. So you get on that. Yuma. Honestly, we could do with the money, but try and kickstart our development. Our sneaky sneak. I want to find all the secrets in our own court before we start messing with other people. Have to know who our friends are and who we have to look out for. Right, shall we do some marrying? We could we could marry our half-sister to a really good diplomat. And then I don't think she'd be as pissed off that we replaced her. Fine, oh, we got 700 to choose from. Jeez. Shit, can we go like... Is there a limit to how far we could? We can't... Can we propose to King Alfred? Get that one locked in? No. Let's have a look at how many do we get? We get 6. Don't really want her to die, so we should probably stop her from being one. The priest is one of our knights. Never had that. Our spy master, and okay, so the marshals are really good marshal. They're just terrible at fighting themselves. That is okay. What about these? Can we start getting these people married? I mean, we have the steward. We could get a I think steward's probably going to be the most important thing. Because we're going to need money for claims so that we can expand. You need to lock her succession properly. Make sure your children is in her dynasty. So we're going to have to make sure. First of all, I'm assuming our son right now is going to be heir to both these 2 chiefdoms, and I don't think that would have been... They're going to be of his dynasty, right? Barwa, yeah. House de Barwa. Heir to... Okay, yeah, so we need to... I mean, shit, do we kill the kid? Oh, crumbs. I mean, first of all, what about if we educate him? Then we can, I mean, maybe leave him... There's tigers and shit here in Africa, right? Sounds really bad, but... Or I guess maybe pump out... Yeah, see, I think this guy's gonna have to go. I think he's gonna have to go. Don't want to go to war with him. Now, we are a terrible spy, so we probably couldn't pull off trying to poison him. That probably wouldn't work. I think the main thing is probably start pumping out our own kids. So can we have... Here we go. Find a concubine. Can we have a concubine? Oh my gosh, yeah, we can... It is fuck city at our court, or it's about to be. None of those people were any... Ideally, I want to be having kids that have some kind of good traits. So what we could do, could we maybe marry these people and then steal their husbands to be our concubines? Okachekwu. He's quick. He's a decent... He's kind of old, though. Ideally, we want... Again, this sounds really... We want someone fresh. Maybe we won't worry about genetic traits yet. Still haven't started the flow of time. It will probably piss off our half-sister if we do it to her, I would imagine. Oh yeah, that dude is perfect. Though the personality traits aren't great, but that is a good perk. Or that chap. Gregarious is good, and calm is good. I'm thinking Kerr. Ooh, hang on, that guy would be an awesome steward. Not steward, marshal. Oh god, I'm so overwhelmed. We definitely don't want sadistic. We don't want a sadistic concubine. I don't know. Okay, I am gonna... Hang on. I am going to read how concubines work. Because this is yet another thing that I have never encountered in the game. Well, I mean, in the game and in real life. I don't know if it's still a thing in some place. I don't think so. I don't know. Hello, 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 hello. We should be back. I am just going to make sure before we resume. I have married off all of our courtiers. There were 9 people in our court, 6 of whom could get married. I've done that. And before I started, I was going to do this, but we got to talk about it. Because I might regret doing this, or I might be incredibly thankful. We will see. One second. There we go. Yeah, so I've married all our regular courtiers. The thing here, though, right? This is, once I unfreeze time, we're going to get about 5 or 6 wedding acceptance letters. But this is our half-sister, Shawata. She is not in line to inherit anything, so we don't need to worry about that. She's also objectively not that good. So I don't really need to worry too much about what happens if she the husband gets inherits something, as is the case for this guy. Because she is our half-sister, we get 700 people to choose from instead of like 200. And we're right at the start, so it's incredibly localized. Later on, you can interact with people from further and further away. If we go alliance power, then we have this chap, Zenku. Now, Zenku here just so happens to be the son of the King of Ghana, with over 2,000 troops. More importantly, though, he has 9 domains, which means he is going to be in the market to start handing some out to people. The primary heir is not the Z chap. I can't remember his name now. It's this dude. So technically he's not going to inherit anything. He does, however, have 11 claims, including the Kingdom of Ghana. So I vote we can do it matrilineally. So if they pop out kids, I think that means that those kids will then have a claim to the Kingdom of Ghana. So that is awesome. We kind of... We're a bit stuffed because our character has a kid of the husband's dynasty, and right now they're the heir. So if we die, if we get assassinated or something, our son will take over for the other dynasty, and it will be bye-bye time. What is our goal? Our goal... That is a very good question. Yeah, we'll go for that, I think. Our goal... Technically, this character is centered around an there's a whole list of achievements for this game. That it's all like, start as this character and do this. Like, start this empire in the lifetime, or conquer all of this place in the one lifetime, whatever it might be. And I don't think I'd get much fun from trying to get the achievements. The achievements, I feel, in this game are kind of dependent on what happens in the game. The moments that feel like achievements are entirely dependent on what we, the player, do. I've never played D&D. I'd love to play D&D one day. But it's kind of like that. We have the agency to do or not do anything. This place is controlled by our husband, who then, that's our son. But we're basically kind of just going to ignore. We're going to start a new family. I'm a little bit concerned about this dude, but I'm assuming, I still haven't found out for sure, but I'm assuming we have an alliance with this dude considering we are married. What one would imagine that includes an alliance. The mother of us all achieved, yes, yes, that is the name. I am not specifically going for the achievement. When I started this game on stream a week or so ago for the first time in months and hit randomize, and we started as this dude, Gear Tass. And I spent most of the time, I don't think I ever actually started the clock, which so far has happened again tonight. We're over an hour in and I am yet to start the flow of time. The achievement, I'm assuming we have to, there's no South Africa by the looks of things, but I'm assuming it means all of this. That is quite one hell of an achievement in a single lifetime. I am pretty sure I won't pull that off. So instead, we're just surviving. It's really interesting. Not only the fact that we're in a completely different part of the world where I have no frame of reference for the religions and the dynasties and so on and so on. Our society here is matriarchal. So normally you can have a female spy master, but all the other things are male only. Here we have all our knights are female. The priest is a woman that is also one of our knights. Like all of this stuff. I've only ever played this game as either someone here in Wessex or someone here. So I've never seen a different religious icon in the top left other than a cross. I am finding it all very overwhelming. Hence the fact that we are yet to start the flow of time. I got someone that can be our doctor. I think I might be good to start the flow of time. I'm very curious to see what the hold mystical communion and seek aid of the spirits. I have never seen options like that. And also, hike is new. There's 3 new DLC since I played this game last. I have never played the wandering thing yet. I don't know what inspection is. I don't know what monument expedition is. That's all new. We are also tribal, which is new. I've never not been a feudal society. Oh my gosh. I think we are good to start the flow of time. Our first day here in Nigeria. I think it was Nigeria, right? And I looked it up as well. Our name is Dorama. That's how we pronounce it. To the charming Dorama, I gladly accept your marriage. Oh, hang on. There's going to be about 6 of these. 2. Any more? There should be more. 3, 4. May the tree spirits bless their union. 5 and 6, maybe? Oh yeah, that's the one. Okay. So we now have an alliance. Son and heir Zenku. That is indeed excellent. Why do we not have a spouse? We do have a spouse. Oh, okay, they're not part of our court, are they? I am playing Iron Man though. I have only ever played this game in Iron Man mode. I don't think it's necessary for the achievements anymore, but I still do it. It wouldn't feel like Crusader Kings if I wasn't in Iron Man mode. That's what, if you're wondering why I'm taking so much time over everything. This game is an overthinker's dream. Unfortunately, it does make it a bit hard to be productive sometimes, because you get lost planning and worrying and organising. Sometimes I can harness it. I feel like I'm harnessing it tonight. I'm harnessing the anxiousness and the overthinking and the overanalyzing. Sometimes it gets too much and I just lock up. Right, we should now have, yes, this dude. How do we pronounce this guy's name, folks? What do we reckon? Namuridu? Namuridu? That sounds better. Namuridu. Very cool. Yes, Namuridu, you are going to be our court physician. Oh, crumbs. I have not set a lifestyle. I thought there was something I missed. So right now, Dorama is terrible at intrigue. She has 1 intrigue. So she is not sneaky in the slightest. Which I kind of respect. Her personality perks. I think it's honest, just, and trusting. So we will probably get assassinated or taken advantage of by people. But we are a really good diplomat. So I think before we start doing anything, we should probably get some stuff from the diplomat tree. I mean, fertility would be good because we got to start pumping out kids. Prestige, though, right now we don't have any sources of that, so I vote that one. Yes. I'm not used to the diplomacy tree too much. I like to get befriend because it's a cool gameplay dynamic. And it leads to some really cool, what do you call them? Random events. All of these though, I don't know what this stuff is. Truces. I mean, right now we're yet to go to war. That would be good. We'll see. We'll see when we get our first skill point. This though, if I go back, oh, we can't look at the whole. This 6th lifestyle, the wandering lifestyle, I have not seen this. Focus on traveling to the corners of the world. See, so, okay, so it's a whole Like, it's not just a perk tree, it's a whole lifestyle. I'm kind of excited to play a Wanderer at some point now. That really will be starting from absolutely nothing. Mercenary hire. What do these do? That would be good. Are they all going to be related to travel speed? Maybe not. Well, we will have a look at that when we get to it. Tribal is similar to feudal, but prestige is the predominant currency. And we can raid. I have never raided. I've always been the one that's being attacked by raiders. We should probably... I've got my eye on this chap. Especially now that we don't only have an alliance with that dude. We have an alliance with the King of Ghana. I'm thinking we're going to have to start expanding. Because the longer we leave it, all these people, they're going to start bunching and clumping up until they're Ghana size. And then they're going to be too big and they'll just swallow us up. Do we have Gobir or Kebi? Kebi is bigger. Kebi is 2. I think we go for Gobir first. We could probably take him out solo without calling in any allies. Which would be nice because it would maintain our... Is it renown or prestige? Oh, I can't remember. Prestige, okay. Is renown the 4th one? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's get straight into the war then, I guess. Oh, we can station... Oh yeah, we've got 2, don't we? Oh, we haven't stationed either. Okay. I don't know how it works with tribal. I mean, are we still going to be, like, building things? I don't know. So that's better in Dower. What about the horseman? Better in Dower, but not by that much. You can go there. And footmen. There we go. I'm kind of hoping we get some cool, unique units here. I was kicking around the thought of war elephants. I don't know if this is the right part of Africa. Yeah, we are going to absolutely shred this fella. Subjugate. What does that do? You get 1 subjugation war per lifetime. Okay. We're just taking your stuff. Dun dun dun. Okay. The music is very different down in this part of the world, but that combat music is the exact same track. Like, it's the exact same thing. Okay. I'm gonna try doing this just us. I don't know, where do we raise, where's our flag? At their closest rally point. We don't have a rally point yet. How do, oh crumbs, what am I doing here? Create rally point. Oh, there apparently is one here. Okay. Don't ask too many questions, Joshua. Also, can we take a concubine yet? No one is available. Okay, that's a little bit depressing. Blow to our character's self-esteem there. Maybe when we've won the war, we'll be a bit more appealing to the lads of Nigeria. I think this is Nigeria. What's in a name? Ooh, here we go. For generations, Hausaland has been ruled by the Magajaya, a line of matriarchal rulers of which I am the latest. Our traditions have served us well, but the world is changing. The heroic deeds of my husband, Bayajida, have earned him great wealth and respect, though as he hails from distant lands, his successes also portend great change for my people. My son, Barwo, is the apple of his father's eye. Though a mere babe, I wonder if he will identify more with his adventuring father or my own traditional legacy. What does that one do? Becomes our player heir. I mean, that's good. My son is my son. Disinherited. And then I'll sit... Well, I've kind of screwed up if I was going to go for that one. Female preference law. Right now I think it's both. Whereas in the places I've been before, it's male preference. I'm thinking, I mean, if we can do both, true gender equality, I probably want to go with that one then. And it means that any of our kids can inherit our stuff. So because we've only got like 20 years to have kids, it means all of them are going to be useful. Again, that sounds really bad. Into the new age. So I mean that one, we would then get a son who's in line to inherit our husband's kingdom as our dynasty. This option may leave you without a player heir. I thought we were already without a player heir. Okay. Let me just go have my tablets, folks. Okay, we are back. Hello again. We are back. We are back. So far, we've gone 31 days. That's as far as we've made it. Although, to be fair, we have set everything up. And now we got to make a decision about our son. I don't know which of these is worse. I inspired you to try being a landless adventurer. Oh, I'm glad. And it's good to hear that it's fun, because that is... I really enjoyed, when I was streaming this game before, I really enjoyed the longevity. This character that we are now, for the achievement, it's all this one life. I don't care so much about that. It would be cool, but I'm not. But the selling point of this game to me is the longevity. It's the fact that you don't play as a character. You play as a character, then their descendants, then their descendants, and so on and so on and so on for hundreds of years. It's the definition of playing the long game. And I really like seeing how our actions become part of the canon. Don't know if I'm explaining it right. Especially now that there's like a legends mechanic and stuff. But things like the fact that you can commission artifacts to celebrate like you beating some dude. And then 300 years later, it's a gameplay mechanic where someone started a war to try and... one of your distant relatives has started a war to try and reclaim that very same artifact. At which point your starting character has become like a legend. People tell stories about them. So I would love to play this game, start as a wanderer. I assume you can progress from a wanderer to a landed character. If you get I don't know if you get enough money, if you achieve something, I don't know. Very curious to see how it works. So, oh god, I'm putting off our... This is going to haunt our character no matter which one we go for. So, we can either... See, that one... Maybe that one would have been best, objectively. But it's the fact that our player heir will become our half-sister, who I married to someone for an alliance. And if that person gets their inheritance, which they should, our sister will leave our court. So then we are going to be screwed. So can't really go for that one. That sounds like my son is my son, whatever his name or culture. That, to me, that sounds like a really nice thing to say, but apparently it's going to leave us without a player heir. Which is not good. Hang on, folks. I'm just going to pop up on Twitch. I hope you've had a wonderful day if you're just joining. As always, when I do polls, no pressure to interact with it. I did the poll today. It's Monday, so I've done the poll on YouTube to see what games we play this week. If you would like to choose the game we play, just go to the post section of my YouTube and click on whichever one. It is completely anonymous and completely free. Arguably the two things that probably matter most. And right now on Twitch, there is going to be a poll up for the next 10 minutes to rate your day. I know sometimes it's harder to say, like, hello, Joshua, my name is Joshua, and I am having a really terrible day. So sometimes it's easier to just tap a thing that is going to be completely anonymous. I don't know who said what. And you don't even really need to think too much about it. You can just tap, boom. Sometimes that is a lot easier, to be honest. I'm thinking like when you do an online order and it says, would you like to take part in a quick survey, rate from 1 to 5? It's that kind of thing. But it's how your day was. I hope it was a 5-star day. Not every day can be a 5-star day, though. Yesterday, my day was like a 2-star day, but then my evening was really, really good. I had a 5-star night. I'm very curious when I get to clipping last night's stream. I don't know if maybe I was coming off a little bit manic almost. Because I am just not used to feeling not depressed. I think we're going to have to go with this one. It's going to piss off our husband, but he's already our husband, and he has 2 concubines. So in the same way, kind of fuck this dude, right? We will get a son who is going to be our player heir. And he is in line to inherit our husband's land. So I don't know. Will he identify more with his adventuring father or my own traditional legacy? Oh, I see. So I think that one is saying more. Well, he's still going to be my son. Who cares what dynasty he's in? I didn't get that the first time I read it. I read it as acceptance of our son. I was reading that half glass full rather than half glass empty. I think we're going to have to go with that one. Which I think our son, yes, we are teaching our son. Now he doesn't have any good, I don't know which one to go for. Probably stewardship. Every character needs money. Yeah, see now if our husband was to become injured, we will now have a relative on the throne that's part of our dynasty. You can also adopt lowborns. Ooh. I'm hoping that we don't have any genetic traits to pass on. So there is really, not trying to have children to pass on our traits. And we're not having children because we're married to someone whose land we want. I mean, it would be nice to get this dude's land, but I get the feeling we're going to get it at some point later. Oh, I forgot we declared war. What we could do later on is we could do something like send us, if we need to get rid of our son, we could send him solo against an enemy army. I feel like that probably wouldn't end super well for him. We are projected to win this. We will win decisively. It's getting in my eyes. Shall we speed this up a smidge? Any second. Boom, here we go. Oh, okay, I think that might be something that my face is covering. I think, honestly, overall, I'm kind of happy with having my face in the middle for this game. I feel like it's the best of a bad bunch of choices. Right now, though, I mean, all you can see the blue and the red bar, but when it gets remotely to like halfway down for either of us, you then won't be able to see. Right now, it would be better if it was on the right. I apologize. I guess I'll narrate it. So right now it says -4. Let me pop back here. Okay. Let there be time. Okay, now it's -2. You can read that, right? I don't think my face is covering that. Oh, sugar is gone. What did it say? Someone wounded somebody. I think it was one of our guys wounding one of theirs. Victory. We are pursuing them and we won. Your forces captured Saphir 2, the Magaja of... I don't know what that... I think, is that the priest? Magaja. Yeah. Well, that's something. I was kind of hoping we'd capture the dude. Maybe when we've sieged. Right, I need to keep an eye out. We need to start making babies. We need to go and engage slut mode. We're gonna go... I think they have to be unmarried to be one of our concubines, which I did not know. We could... Can we have the priest lady as our concubine? Oh no, that's not going to make any kids though, is it? I think we might be stuck waiting for someone to turn up in our court. Ooh, prisoners. Could we... Oh, that's a lady as well. We are so desperate for dick at this point that we are like trawling our prisons. Just look, anyone with a penis. Literally in the entire... I think we can look anywhere in Africa right now. Anyone in Africa with a penis. We are reasonably well connected. We're buddies with the King of Ghana. We arguably have a lot going for us. We are a catch. We're about to win our first war. What's not to love? See, this is going to be really bad when I look this lady up some more and it turns out she's like a genocidal maniac or something. I still believe there's... Okay. Well, yes. I want you to find the secrets in our own core. We've got to find that out before we can... It's no good scheming against someone else if people in our own court are scheming against us. We need to get on top of that first. Get our own house in order and then start sneaking. I think Subnautica has the most votes on the YouTube poll right now. So I think I'll play that tomorrow, but I haven't played Fallout 3 now in about a week. And I want to keep playing because I want to get through it. Battle of Gobir. Wonderful. We captured one of their knights. Ooh, so this is another female knight, which is, it's so cool seeing all of this stuff happen. Like, when we're up here, the female characters, which is half of everybody, they are basically like baby makers and ways to get an alliance. That is basically as much use as they have. It is awesome being down here where there's I think if we did that other option we could have had a proper matriarchal society, as in males aren't able to do those roles like on the council and military and stuff, but because that would have made our half-sister who we married off our heir, we have, I guess we are still matriarchal monarchy, but our society, would it have no, yeah, gender law equal? I have never played this game where that has been a thing. Yeah, I think it's either male only or male preference. I think if we did that option in the pop-up with our son, we could have passed that, which would have then preferred, it goes beyond equality and goes to preferring. Oh, and you can go, oh, that's very cool. Okay. See that? There's only like 5 options. The religion stuff I have never engaged with at all. And there is going to be so much, all the like reforming the faiths, all that stuff. I got no idea. Did we? Oh yeah, okay. Well, we're about to nab our first piece of land. There we go. Thank you very much. Well, we're still smaller than our husband and his land, but 3 is better than 2. And we had no responses to the Twitch poll. That's okay. That's okay. I hope you've had a wonderful day, regardless. I like doing it as an option because it takes me like 2 minutes. And maybe it would just be... I don't know. I'd rather do it and have no responses than... Ooh, you can create the duchy. So that would mean that we are not at the count level. We're at the duchy level. I'm assuming it's going to be called something different here. And we don't have the gold. I mean, does that mean that we should start raiding? Because I am super excited to try that. We'll go Viking. Probably not them, because they'll just stomp us. But some of these places that are still completely independent, if we can't like just blind expand, send some raiding parties maybe, if I can figure out how. And declare another war. This lady we're going to swap for her husband, I think. So now we're going to have a better steward. Holy shit, she's a good diplomat. I mean, that person's good, but 22 diplomacy. I can't ignore that. I can't ignore that. I'm sorry, half-sister. You are not good enough, I'm afraid. Click on baronies to see which ones are worth raiding. Ooh. So we can see... Okay, so do we do that? 15 gold. 15 gold. I mean, 15 gold's good, don't get me wrong. That dude has 48, but how much is 15? I think they all might have 15 gold, which honestly is pretty good. I don't... So do we just like raise our armies and just go a stealing, I suppose? Go on a little crime spree. Is it? Yeah, it's crime. Even if it's part of society, it's still crime. You're still taking stuff that isn't yours. I don't know. My ancestors were the Vikings doing the raiding and the Anglo-Saxons being raided. So, one part of my DNA is happy and excited. The other half is feeling a great amount of dread about this. Raise as raiders. Ooh. Okay. I am very excited. Raise all armies. Create rally point. What about maybe if we go... No. Ooh, here we go. Raise all armies as raiders. Hell yes. Armies can be raised as raiders from rally points. Raiders can move into neighbouring lands and pillage them for gold. In order to raid, I have to start raiding. So is that like doing a siege? And tribal people do it, okay. All the people we capture. I don't know, do we need a lifestyle perk to ransom people? I'm not sure. Raise all as raid. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let's go raiding. Oh, it's all of them. I mean, I don't want to raid our husband. We are eventually going to have to face off with him, but ideally we want to leave that as long as possible. I'm thinking we could go... He is he at war? I don't think he's at war. I think they might have changed where it says if they're at war or not. It used to be here by the titles and the alliances. Do we have to go... Okay. So I was going to look for someone that's currently in a war, because they'd be a smidge distracted. That guy has 1,000 troops. Maybe not him. 500 troops? That's more like it. Ooh, well, I'm hoping we're going to be making a crap ton of money here. Because we haven't built anything yet. I don't know if you are supposed to build stuff when you're tribal. Or save up for becoming not tribal. I don't know. I'm assuming you shouldn't stay tribal indefinitely. So let's go... That's a 3-er. They do have a lot more money though. Don't want to go... I think maybe we'll do this chap, the guy with the 500 troops. And then hopefully we can start building an actual army so that when we have the prestige to start like expanding big time, if we're not building, then we're going to have to just collect a lot of money to tide us over. You want to go down there. Kind of going the wrong way right now, which is a little bit concerning. Oh, they're already being raided. Shit. Can we raid instead? Because we're bigger and badder. Oh, we're fighting. Oh, it's a raider fight. Yeah, this is our plunder. 15 gold. That's actually quicker than I thought. I thought it would take the same amount of time as a siege. And we captured their priest. Maybe we don't get them until they come back. Oh no, we have them here. Other actions. Execute. Don't really want to start lopping heads off already. Don't know where she came from. And I don't know where she came from. Ransom, no. For gold, yes. For a hook, no. We need to get in the raider mindset. We could go... What about Noopy? Noopy has no loot. Okay, not Noopy. What about Gawari? Gawari has loot. Gawari is being raided. Shit. Should have done this right at the start. We're a year in. I should have done this from the get-go. I guess we could go for that chap, but that's going to be a bit of a tough fight. Takeda. Could maybe go for that guy. Air route. Yeah, ooh, I think we go for that chap. I think I've only played as a feudal. My Chancellor Mabasi has grown bolder. Her challenges no longer pass unnoticed at the council table. She is testing my limits. Others are sure to follow. Unless well, we're a diplomat, so maybe we can... Oh, we're going to have to do it based on what we know of her. Shit, I don't know anything about her. Okay. So we have to guess that she is quiet. Really wants to get shit done. I think she might be a bit of a flirt. In which case, maybe that one. Maybe we try and seduce her. Genius, diligent. Tasks that are impossible to complete. Lustful and deceitful. I think we do that one. What do we reckon? Have we successfully manipulated somebody? Yes. Psychological damage. When Mabasi tried to complete her tasks thoroughly, I scolded her in front of everyone. When she hurried to get done in time, I displayed her sloppy work for all to see. She bent herself backwards to please me, yet I never acknowledged her efforts. Now she remains quiet, eyes cast low. Yeah, wonderful. So, the big dick move there from us, but a ruler gotta do what a ruler gotta do. Raid loot delivered. That's good. Hoping that we get something better this time. That become adventure, that's teasing me. Every time I go through the thing and I see that there, I'm like, shit, why didn't I do that? We can we could declare war on them rather than raiding. They do have an ally, but we have to. We can have, okay, we can have one more county before we go over our domain limit. Plan's an interesting government type too. You get more taxes if people like you. That's cool. I don't know. All these things, I have barely scratched the surface of this game. Every time they released a DLC, it's like, oh, we've added Genghis Khan and that whole drama, or we've added, there was like the Iberian Peninsula DLC, and it's all these places with all these mechanics that I have literally never engaged with. You know, I don't know that we're going to be doing as much crusading. Although thinking about it, I think I only actually did a crusade once. Can we declare war on them while we're there? Or is that a dick move? Yeah, okay, that's a dick move. We could probably whoop them. I don't know where to Tahoa. Shall we try Tahoa? Oh crumbs, hang on, I didn't realise that we were being raided. Who's raiding us? I did not notice that. Or is that us raiding them? Yeah, that's us raiding them. Spain's a nightmare. Good fun though if you like chaos. Roads will, oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. I used to love, I don't play many. I have a secret love for strategy games. I used to get blackout drunk and play Civ 5. My laptop could only handle it with all the settings on like ultra low. But I loved, yeah. I mean, it was mainly the vodka that I loved about that, to be honest. But I played a lot of like Age of Mythology era stuff. I played a lot of Spore, if anyone knows that game. That's not really, yeah, it has that's a simulation. And there was a game called Imperial Glory, which was a Napoleonic RTS. I loved that game. Oh god, our sister just killed somebody. Crumbs. I mean, heck yes, half sister. And we won. That, I don't think that's us raiding them. Which we should be, if we're right here. We'll stop here and raid them. And then honestly, I'm kind of tempted to disband the raiders so that we can declare proper war. Oh no, we've got our first plague coming, unfortunately. We made it a year and a half before encountering the plague. Roads will, yeah, I remember playing the Settlers. This is the point that I was trying to make. And in that you build roads, and it was kind of a minor thing in the grand scheme of things, but it just made it feel so much more lived in. Because it's hard when you're playing a grand strategy that is zoomed out, right? When you're controlling thousands of people or entire civilizations, or it is hard to feel immersed in the life of a regular Joe. But little touches like that. I guess for how would that happen here? You'd probably have to be zoomed in all the way. I don't know if it would be noticeable. Apparently there's a mod that combines Crusader Kings 3 and Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, which I have also played a little bit of on stream a long time ago. I don't know how good a mod that is, but that sounds awesome. Like, it means that you have the grand strategy here, but then when you go into combat, it's then the RTS commanding the entire army thing from Bannerlord. Because I do miss that. Like, especially when we're sending like a big old army and it's just like a little bar at the bottom. It can still be tense and everything because the stakes can be really high. But I don't know. There's so many mods for this game that I would love to play. The Game of Thrones mod, the Elder Scrolls mod. Oh my gosh. Siege. No, we're not. We're raiding. We're not sieging. No, oh, crumbs. Okay, we're sieging. In that case, I vote military peeps. You can return to your spouses and your children and your farms. Oh, we got the plague. Shit. Canoan sweats. Oh no. Yeah, summon the physician, I think. We've got a doctor for this precise reason. Well, not for this reason. I have a number of observations. The plague does not appear to be too severe. It's my recommendation that we take a light approach. Well, hell yeah, let's go for a mystical treatment. Hell yes. And what's it gonna be? I'm so curious. The freshest and best herbs. Sachets of herbs. Don't know if we trust this. One couldn't hurt.